this one strategy has helped me get funded over and over and over again. Now, I do use about 2 to 3 high probability setups every single day. This is one that anyone can use and anyone can implement starting right now. So first thing first, trend is important. You probably heard that trend is important when it comes to trading, and it is, right? You want to follow the trend, right? Is the market making higher lows, right? What direction is the market trending in? Once you have that, next what you want to do is, so once you find a trend that lets you know the overall direction of it, right? The friend is your friend. The trend is your friend. If you heard that, it's because it's true, all right? So typically, once I identify what the trend is, I look for the impulse moves. An impulsive move is just when you get a huge move. For example, right? We got this impulsive bounce here, right? That's a strong bounce. An impulse just means typically a strong bounce. We got a pullback, right? And then we end up getting another impulsive move, right? So typically on those impulsive moves, you can pull out what we call a Fibonacci tool, which is one of my favorite tools to use. And you want to drag that from the low of the move to the high of the move. As long as you're following the trend, you're good, typically. Now, can the trend break? Of course. But typically, when you want to perfect those entries and just give yourself the better chance to win on a trade, you want to get great entries. Now, typically, when you pull out this Fibonacci tool, you want to buy around this golden zone. This is what we call the golden zone, the 50 fib, 618 retracement. This area here, it can be the 50 fib, it can be the 618. That whole area is called the golden zone. So we're going to wait for price to pull back into this golden zone because this is the 618 retracement. This is typically going to give you a better chance to get a great entry. So when price pulls, if price can pull back into this zone, here's where we're typically going to be looking to buy for the trend to continue. So let's see what happens. Boom. Price gets into that golden zone. Now, typically, I'm going to look for some type of reversal out of this zone to get me in the trade. Once I spot that reversal, it could be a bullish engulfing, not a bearish engulfing, I'm sorry. Bullish pin bar, 3-bar reversal. Those are some of my favorite reversal patterns, candlestick patterns. So boom, we get into the trade. Let's say we get into the trade here. We get into this trade and we're going to risk a little bit below that 618. All right. Now, when you're using the fib, the first target is always going to be the high of that fib, and you can use an extension to get you an even better target. So we get into the trade, and boom, just like that, first target is hit. Simple trade. That was a 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio, which was a great trade. Now, if you're interested in learning more, make sure you like.